Okay, so welcome to the Drift Ghost X review. We've currently got the camera on. We've got the wired in mic. The mic is on setting level 5 at the minute, which is its maximum sensitivity. We'll be changing that a bit later on and seeing how it goes. And we're recording at 1080 at 30 frames per second using the 140 degrees of viewing angle. That's the maximum this one goes to. So you can probably see things like mirrors, dashboard, side of the helmet a little bit. It gives you the widest viewing angle, but it does distort the image slightly. Gives you that impression that everything's sort of massively far away. So we'll be changing those as well, changing some of the normal settings that people will change. So viewing angle, frame rates, quality, that sort of thing, just to see how it goes, just to give us a comparison during this one ride. So I'm going to pull over here, my shoulder check, and then we'll make some setting changes and then start again. Now, one of the advantages of this camera is that it's all still plugged in to Wi-Fi. So hopefully, if we can find the right app, we'll be able to change the settings as we move. Okay, so we're back on again. Just change the settings now to a viewing angle of 115 degrees. So let's see what difference that makes. Should be much more similarly to sort of normal eyesight, what you can see out of your lid. Checking the sky for snow. Don't think it's going to be too bad. So same 1080 30 frame rate. This time we're on a 115 degree viewing angle. Let's see how the sound is as well. There's a little bit of wind noise in this helmet anyway. Mike might be picking that up. There's a car coming. I don't want to go through that puddle and hit the car. So I'm just talking in a normal talking voice, not raising my voice at all. So hopefully that's still coming through okay. We'll pull in here and just change that viewing angle one more time. We're still hooked up to the app, so rather than having to stop the camera, start it again, I can just connect to the camera, stop the recording hopefully. So now we're on a 90 degree field of view. Still same camera settings, everything else is all the same still. But now we're looking at the 90 degree view. See what difference that makes. Microphone settings are still at number 5, which is maximum. Still on 1080, 30 frames per second. Only difference now is we're on a 90-degree viewing angle. So you've got some rain coming in over there by the looks of things. But look in that direction, you should be able to see it. Yep. So this is still the 90-degree field of vision. 3 settings on the camera: 90, 115 and 140. It's going to be a bit of trial and error to see which one suits you what you need to see. So in a second we'll take it back to 140, the widest mode, and then look at changing some of the other settings. Just find a nice place to pull in that's not a puddle. Just here looks wide enough for traffic to come past and looks fairly sturdy. That'll do me. So we're still plugged into the app via the onboard Wi-Fi, so I can connect the camera up fairly quick. There's me looking at me down the road. We can see it's recording 3 minutes there, so I'll stop this recording, make the settings, then say hello again. Hello again, it's me. I've just changed the microphone down to setting 3 now out of 5 and put the field of vision back to 140. I don't really know how that's going to sound, so I'll probably just change it back to 5 and see how we go from there. So this is now set on the lowest video resolution. Microphone still on 5. So we'll see how this looks for a few minutes. Viewing angle is at 140 still. Rain still coming over there. Nothing coming behind us. Off we go. So this is the lowest resolution it does. It's in the book there. I'll have to put that up on the screen in a minute because it's not even a number. It's like WVGA or something like that. But the lower resolution you have, the higher the frame rate you can get. So maximum 1080 by 30. This one you can have up to 60 frames per second. So that might be good if you're thinking about doing perhaps slowing down your video later on. Thanks, cyclists. We're back on the 140 field of view and microphone setting 5. Just really, I'm going to stitch all these together in the video, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to tell the difference. So So we've had maximum resolution and maximum mic sensitivity. This is now minimum resolution and maximum mic sensitivity. So our next stop, I think we'll go medium. We'll go for like the 720 resolution, microphone sensitivity 3, and then we'll go from there. And this looks like a good place to stop. So we'll make those changes and catch you back in a little while. Here's our app. Connect the camera. Okay, stop recording. Okay, so we're back recording again. I don't know how to move my phone around, I don't move my head around. We're on 720, but at 60 frames per second this time. Microphone sensitivity is on 3. Just going to get out in front of these cyclists. Coming up behind. So this is microphone sensitivity 3, still normal talking voice. Just be interesting to see what that picks up. Obviously no idea how it's going to sound until we get back and plug it all into the machine. So 720 by 60 frames per second. It has an advantage there of, you know, smaller file sizes, easier uploads, that sort of thing. Depends what you're after. So Drift do the 4K version of this. This is the base model, the X, the Ghost X. So you pay your money, you take your choice really. But as far as a nice sleek camera system goes, I like this one. It's nice, it's easy to set up, it's easy to use, doesn't take up a lot of space. No need for massive sort of you know, scaffolding on the side of your helmet to get it to where you need it to be. The lens rotates, so it doesn't really matter where you stick it on your helmet, you're always going to get a vertical image. And the download and the use of the app really actually quite user friendly. So couple that with maybe an onboard system, I think you've got the best of both worlds then. So we'll probably have one more stop and turn everything back up to the max. So maximum resolution, maximum microphone sensitivity, maximum field of vision. We're on 140 again now, and then we'll have a little run from there. I think we're just pulling quickly on this nice new tarmac. And then make those last changes. Back onto the app. Wi-Fi is always on. Well, it's not always on. I've turned it on just for this this exercise, so I can make the settings here on the app rather than turn the phone off. And sorry, rather than turn the camera off. And okay, we're back recording again. So now we're on 140 degrees of viewing angle. We're on 1080 by 30 frames per second, and I've set the microphone down to 1 just because I haven't done that yet. So microphone settings on 1. It may or may not be picking me up, so I'll make a I'll chat along anyway just in case it is picking us up. And without doing these trial and error things, we don't really know what it's doing, because Everything up till now has been either setting 5 or setting 3. This is now setting 1. It may have been just picking up too much wind noise. I don't really know until we get back. Keeping an eye on the weather. Nice blue sky up there, looking upwards. Bit dark over there. Big blue cloud over there. Big black cloud over there. Now you can't do that with a dash cam system. So what I've been doing to change the settings is using the app. That's made life really easy. You haven't even had to get off the bike. I've got a nice little cubby hole. Keep your phone in there. Easy access, happy days. So you can't change the settings by the looks of things whilst the camera's running, which sort of makes sense, I suppose. I've got some mad ramblers. Any one of them might dodge across for a cream tea. Oh no, okay. So stopping the video, making those changes, hitting record again on the app itself. So now it's the app that's recording the camera on the side of the helmet. And that is sort of giving me the confidence that I am actually recording. Because with it being stuck on the side of your head, you may have thought you've pressed the button and there is a beep to tell you it's recording. But other than that, there's no real way of telling. I mean, I could try and look in a mirror, I suppose, but that doesn't work. Because there is a red and a green indicator on the front of the camera, so if it's green it's on, but when it's red it is recording. But having the app is just like, yeah, I know it's recording, I can see the numbers counting up, I can see the seconds ticking away, I know what setting I'm in, and it should all be good. Looks like we might be able to test the waterproofness of it as well in a minute. It is rainproof, but they recommend that you don't ride quickly in heavy rain. So let's see if we can get out of this this rain before the road starts getting wet. So microphone setting 1, a bit of wind noise in the helmet. Hopefully you can still hear my voice coming through. And we're just looking for a nice sort of experience when we watch this back. We want it to be almost the same as what's going on inside the helmet as it is. Camera's on the side of the helmet, microphone's inside the helmet. Is the video an accurate representation of what we're saying? Still on 140 field of vision, still on 1080 by 30. Microphone setting is at setting 1, and I think those three are the three things that people are really going to want to change. Yes, it does burst camera, yes it does time lapse, yes it does all those things, but to change that you really need to be sort of stopped, think about what you're doing, and then go from there. Don't say it, you're on microphone. Of course he wasn't going to nod. Okay folks, so that was going to conclude my little ride out, change the settings, camera review. Really don't know how it's going to behave until we get back and do the editing. But hopefully it's given us all something to look at. That's me signing off in the snow.